Folding phones are getting so close to the mainstream with the Galaxy Z Flip 4. The compact size and lower prices of its predecessor. The Z Flip 3 dominated the foldable market in India since its launch. Faster charging, stronger glass, and stunning color choice. The Galaxy Z Flip 4 aims to keep up the weight on and reach image. Before you go to on plastic flip phone today with the unbreakable double A's transistor, you still absolutely fall different place for it. One bad drop, it's all it takes to turn that 1000 model into pieces. But these Galaxy Z Flip 4 choices have grip, drop protection, and style to elevate one of the best mobile phones we can find today. My adoration of the Nano Pop series of cases is well known. And while Caseology set out the Galaxy Z Flip 3 last year, it has brought its most stylish case to Samsung's most stylish phone this generation. Available in 3 colorways, this case adds some air, cushioning and burst of color without being as thick as Samsung's Leather Hulk or Spigen's rugged case. The classic blue very navy with raincoat yellow accents is here. But the best of the bunch is undeniably light violet. The Bond Pantone purple, periwinkle accents complete the Bara purple's spectrum, though it also looks great with the blue and graphite colorways too. For the pink gold colorway, there's a burgundy bean, a unique dichotomy that makes me crave coffee for some reason. This case doesn't guard the hinge, but you get a nice edge around the cover screen and cameras, and the added purchase of micro bump grip pads along the sides of the case. While there are many durable case makers out there, Otterbox has long cemented itself as the Kleenex of heavy-duty device protection, and that sturdy security is back and better than ever. Last year's Symmetry series cases for the Flip 3 were clear with black accenting and only covered the front and back panels, which are being called thin flags this year. For this Flip 4's Symmetry series flags, Otterbox has a sliding hinge cover that hides inside the front and back panels when open, allowing you the best of both worlds so long as you are willing to put up with a slightly thicker case. The hinge cover sports a rather fetching pattern of waves across it, adding some vibrance to an otherwise relatively plain single color case. Speaking of color, lilac. You pairs well with either the Bora purple or blue Flip 4, but the don't even chai brown colorway is far too cute. A name for an awkwardly being case. Beautiful is a decent shade we have seen on dozens of previous Otterbox cases, but it's a strange offset with the blue Flip 4. There's also black if you hate colors or fun. I-Blazon knows that just because a case is cute doesn't mean it can't be tough. And the I-Blazon Cosmo series brings style and 10-foot drop protection to its Galaxy Z Flip 4 cases. For those familiar with the Cosmo series, this is not the 2-layer style with the hard plastic frame. That would be too bulky for the compact coolness of the Flip 4. Given that the side bumpers of this case are clear, the Cosmo complements your flip phone's particular colorway rather than covering it up. We are missing a hinge cover on here, but given relative case thinness and potential printing interference, it's not terribly surprising. We have only seen the 3 standard marble colorways for the Flip 4 Cosmo so far, but I'm desperately hoping for a blue butterfly or at very least a white, blue or silver marble rather than the ocean blue. The current blue looks fine with the graphite Flip 4, but it just gets too noisy when paired with blue Flip 4. The marble pink and the purple look stunning on their respective Flip 4 colorways, but the blue is just enough for a mismatch to the clash. Folding phones are getting so close to the mainstream with the Galaxy Z Flip 4. The compact size and lower prices of its predecessor. The Z Flip 3 dominated the foldable market in the year since its launch, with faster charging, stronger glass, and some stunning color choices. The Galaxy Z Flip 4 aims to pick up the baton and reach new heights. Before you go to conflating flip phones of today with their unbreakable double O's and sisters, you still absolutely, positively need a good case for your flip phone. One bad drop is all it takes to turn that $1,000 masterpiece into misery. But these Galaxy Z Flip 4 cases add grip, drop protection, and style to elevate one of the best Android phones you can buy today. The Spigen Touch Armor for Galaxy Z Flip 4 protects not only the front, back panels, but also the hinge, and it does so without having unsightly humps or making it teeter-totter on your desk. Last year, buying a flip case that covered the hinge when closed meant either a ridiculously thick case or a rotating flap that would make it impossible to lay the open phone flat on a table. Spigen solved the problem with the tough armor, and it makes for an absolute stellar case. The multi-layer construction allows for robust protection, while raised edges around the inner and outer screens should help you avoid damaging the perilous folding display. Rather than only the power button being exposed for fingerprint scanning, the volume rocker is open too. If you hate mushy buttons, Spigen also confirmed to Android Police that after some adhesive issues last year, it's repositioned and adhesives to keep it secured to your Flip 4 without potentially damaging it when that case needs to come back off. This ultra slim Galaxy Z Flip 4 case won't offer impact protection, but it also won't obscure or detract from the natural beauty of your illustrious flip phone. The other benefit of this being super thin and super transparent is that you can easily see that there are no garish adhesive stripes involved. This case snaps on. While clear polycarbonate cases can sometimes get those rainbow oil slick looking puddles on the back where the phone and the plastic comes together, the Ringke Slim uses a dot matrix inner finish to prevent those unsightly blemishes and keep everything beautifully slim. Again, the Slim won't provide any protection against the drops, but it does add scratch protection, and it does so while preserving the Samsung style. There are a few variations of this case to consider. The regular transparent version comes in both clear and matte versions. You might want to wait for matte if you want the colors to show through, but not every fingerprint, dust speck, and micro crack. There is a solid black version too, but there are better black slim cases to be had, especially on the list. Ringke also has a version of this case with a hinge cover in the works, but it's not here quite yet. VRS design is best known for its ruggedly handsome wallet cases, but the durability alone makes the quickstand series worth your time and money. The hinge cover here isn't as durable as its beefier TerraGuard cousin, but it will still sit flat on a table, and it still has a nice sturdy kickstand sitting inside it. The hinge cover here is closer to the Spigen end of the spectrum rather than the thinner UAG or Otterbox side. And trust me, I know how weird that sounds, but it's true. While kickstand cases might not seem as big of a draw when you can just set a phone down in flex mode, this kickstand allows you to prop your phone up at more angles. It can also let you clearly see both sides in the screen in the flex mode at a distance rather than the lower half being flat on the table and harder to glance at. Like the Spigen Touch Armor, this case's only real flaw in that it only comes in black, but hopes springs eternal for VRS to veer into some actual colors down the road. If you don't want any thickness bulking up your cute new foldable, Spigen's Air Skin line of super slim snap-on cases is here for you in 3 colors and 2 clear varieties, including my beloved glitter crystal quartz. The 3 colors here all perfectly match the main Flip 4 colorways: cornflower blue, pink genie blue, cotton pink, a shade darker than Samsung's pink silicone cover, and a blissfully creamy rose purple. A benefit of this super slim style and clear versions is that you won't have to worry so much about adhesives here not being strong enough or gripping delicate parts of Flip 4 too strongly and ripping things apart. That makes this thin case a much easier decision for those of you who might be having traumatic flashbacks of the last time you tried to change the case on your Galaxy Z Flip 3. As super slim cases with slightly open joints at the corners, you obviously can't expect any super durable drop protection here. You need more mass in order to absorb or redirect those levels of kinetic force. That's physics we haven't quite managed to overcome. What you do get is scratch protection and just enough of lip around the camera and cover screen to hopefully keep it up. And of the crumb covered table, you just see it down on. At Samsung's first hands-on event, Android Police's Ryan Hegel immediately gravitated to the $90 Samsung flap leather cover for the Galaxy Z Flip 4. He found it gaudy and ostentatious like a ridiculously expensive handbag circa 2002, but in all the best ways perfectly over the top. Although the sliding cover for the hinge must look like it would be loose, it was quite stiff and stayed pressed against the back of the top of the case, and it isn't as chunky as these images might make it look, though it is far from thin. The leather itself isn't the most impeccable quality. You can get it in some cases, but it felt and looked premium, though a lighter color is sure to pick up wear and stains more quickly. The metal accents finish out the premium vibe. This case feels like $1,000, so if you don't want to swaddle your $1,000 Galaxy Z Flip 4 in inexpensive TPU and polycarbonate and want to draw even more attention to that folding phone when you are out and about, this case is happy to satisfy. There is a reason that Samsung chose to make this case the one included with Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 pre-orders. Its ring case is simple, adorable, and comes in many colors. This year, Samsung has been offered up to silicone cover and ring colorways that match bespoke edition colors, khaki green and navy, alongside the pink, bara purple, and arctic blue. Traditionally, Samsung silicone cases are known for being particularly strong dust magnets, even among silicone cases, but its Flip 3 and Flip 4 cases seems to have avoided this curse. We are not entirely sure what blood magic ritual that entailed, but anything that helps your case look clean and presentable rather than covered with every speck of lint your pocket ever shed in its life is good in our book. While there is also the Samsung silicone cover with strap, which comes in white or black and can swap to dozens of differently patterned straps. The ring cover wins in a few key areas. The ring is easier to hold for longer periods and gives you more centralized grip than the strap's bottom set grip. It's also easier to hook onto, pull your phone out of your pocket or purse, ensuring you don't drop it while sliding it out or open. Urban Armor Gear's Civilian series may not have the multi-material majesty of the Monarch, but it's durable as all get out. Exactly what the impact and delicate Galaxy Z Flip 4 needs. The Civilian series comes in 3 classic UAG colors: mallard blue, olive green, and good all black. The honeycomb hollows inside the case add air cushioning for the impact resistance without added weight. The higher bumpers around the camera and cover screen add extra peace of mind against drops while the phone is closed. UAG has a thin, flexible cover that covers the hinge when the case is closed. It's not as rugged as the one of the Spigen tough armor, but that also keeps the bulk down a little bit. And like Spigen, UAG had to learn after some adhesive issues last year. Options for larger adhesive pads on the front and back panels rather than relying solely on smaller grips. Along the edges of the phone, it's still early days, but combined with the one-piece design of the membrane bridging the two holes, this should allow this Galaxy Z Flip 4 case to stay and put much better than its predecessors. Given how small the Flip 4 is, it's hard to build in robust impact resistance without turning the compact into a big honking clamshell, but Supcase did its best to strike a balance. The UB Pro claims 20-foot drop protection, and knowing how well past UB Pros have stood up to cars, concrete, and lawnmowers, I actually believe their claims. I wish that Supcase had followed the same track as Spigen, Otterbox, and UAG with a sliding bumper cover. Even one of those bulky rotating flaps as the Fold 4 version has would have been appreciated. After all, this is a heavy-duty case that leaves one side completely exposed when the phone is closed. That said, your hinge should stay safe and secure if you clip the phone into the included belt holster. Usually, I am 100% against smartphone belt holster because phones are far too big to fit comfortably and safely on your hip. However, the Flip 4 is small enough that the belt holster is small enough to truly look decent. This only comes in black right now, but I'm hoping we at least get a well-matched blue or purple for variety's sake.